Welcome to Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we believe in the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld of the Brown Blankfeld Group, selling homes in Southern Nevada since 1988. To bring you the 3 E's, we not only share our experience and knowledge, but that of our expert contributors. We are very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. Like them, we are dedicated to delivering timely, balanced truths on market conditions. Please stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment. With us in studio right now, we have Tracy Ruccia, a frequent visitor to our show. She's the Vice President and Sales Manager over at Equity Title. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you.
When we go to closing sometimes with our sellers, the question comes up as to how to get their money. Can they just put it like in a black suitcase and wrap it all up and just give me a big pile of cash?
Yes, baby.
Right? Why can't you guys do that?
We do recommend taking the check and going to the bank. The best way, in my opinion, to get sellers' proceeds is through a wire.
Clearly.
You get it within 24 hours. When you do a check, it could take up to 2 weeks before it actually clears.
Oh, I have a story. Okay, I had proceeds wired into my bank account, and then I needed them in another account, so I wrote myself a check, and there was a 7-day hold on my check.
Oftentimes sellers think they sign and then boom, here's my money. That's not the way it works either.
What's the distinction between signing and closing?
Closing in Nevada is the day that the documents get recorded. When you sign, we can't record the docs same day. They have to go back to the lender. They have to be approved. They have to go through what we call funding conditions.
Right.
The bank then gives us the money. We can then record and then disperse.
So let me ask you, how does that money come from the bank?
Wire.
Oh, gee, everybody uses wire.
Go to your bank and there's a distinction between a wire and what they call an ACH. That's like a credit card transfer. That's
Right.
not what we're talking about here, guys. You got to go to the bank, give them wiring instructions, and then they have to do it that way. Once you record those papers, the house belongs to the other person. If the money's not really there, we got problems.
It has to go through the Federal Reserve. People have to be sitting at their desks to approve it to move on. So we give it a 24-hour period.
Okay, so would you say that on the last day of the month, it probably takes longer to get your wire through the Federal Reserve because there's more houses closing? I've heard that. Is that true?
It really depends on the bank itself, whether we're going to go through the East Coast Federal Reserve or the West Coast Federal Reserve, because you have to think about the time change.
What's tabletop funding, and does that speed anything up?
It does. Lender that provided the loan documents, the mortgage company, sometimes will just take a few of the papers we have to fax over. They'll review it and they'll fund immediately. There's not a lot of lenders that do that. However, there are a few out there that will. In every single title company, and what we deal with is trust accounts. Money in, money out, exact same to the penny.
Trace, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Please tune in every week and help us heal the Southern Nevada market one home at a time.